What's up my Pungios? Andy with Andy Vlogs. Excited to do some content for you guys. As you know, the GoPro HERO9 just came out. I'm testing it, I'm having a great time with it. I am really impressed with a lot of its new features. Nonetheless, I wanted to share with you guys the best accessories that are for this device. So I'm gonna go over top 10 here. I did have 12, but I just realized that they don't fit this new camera build. They're a little bit bigger. And so we're gonna go over all those products, and then I'm gonna show you a couple of extra ones that didn't quite make the mark, but are really good to have once they come out on the market. If you are interested in any of these, down below in the description does include a link for each one of these, so please support the channel, that really does help. All right, starting with your left and going over, we're gonna start with the clip. As you can see, it's a rugged GoPro clip that you can clip to any fabric thing within a couple of inches, and then it's got this really robust magnetic mount. It's quite crazy where you can put this clip, this magnetic mount. Honestly, I've put it in so many different places, including right above my pseudo studio here as a top-down mount. This one is a little bit more expensive. It will run you about 40 bucks on Best Buy or on Amazon. If you have the GoPro subscription, which I highly recommend that you get, you can get half off of it to purchase it for about 20 bucks, but it's worth it. Next up is a must. This is the dual charger battery bank charger thing that plugs in via USB-C. This is tantamount. You have to get this. This is so important for your accessories because you can't just go with one. Even though the battery life is bigger, a 1700 milliamp battery, you need extras. I'm actually gonna be picking up after this a third battery so I can always have it in the device. But nonetheless, they've released with the new announcement, with the new release, they've got the dual battery bank. Highly recommend it. Next up, I highly recommend if you guys are an action sports people, if you've got a motorcycle, if you've got a bike, if you got anything that's got a cylindrical tube, I highly recommend getting a cycle mount. There's 1,000 different names for these. This one's nice because it swivels 360 degrees. It's a very, very slick device. It's got these 3M pads right here, and it cinches tight with an Allen wrench that it comes with. This is really, really good. I use this when I mow the lawn and I do vlogs like that. You can put this around any bike, any motorcycle, handlebars. It's a must, it's a go-to. All right, let's continue on going to the front left. This is for your action sports in the water. If you're a surfer, if you do wakeboarding, if you go swimming, if you're scuba diving, I highly recommend this breathing mouth apparatus. Down below, the whole name will be in the description. I don't know what the name is. There's so many different types of brands of these, but these are very, very, very much a must-have. You obviously have your mouth guard where you bite onto it. You can breathe through here, and then once you come out and surface, you can continue to breathe through these vents. It's got the same adapter. It's got a neck strap for you to be able to put around your neck so you don't lose it if it comes out of your neck, if it comes out of your mouth. You've even got a really, really nice clip that you can clip it to whatever. This is a must. This is about 20 bucks on Amazon. You can get it right now. All right, let's continue on. So this is multimedia. This is something I highly recommend. This is a must. This is USB-C with a bunch of adapters. Specifically, this is an SD card adapter. I highly recommend getting this. Most SD cards come with that micro SD to SD adapter. This is awesome because it's a USB-C, so it can be used with your MacBooks or PCs that have the latest update for the USB Type-C. This will set you back about 60 bucks because it does have a power through and you have HDMI, so it is a multimedia tool. Nonetheless, this is something that you must have if you're moving very, very big files over. Continuing on, in the way of stabilizing, I highly recommend this by GoPro. This is the 3-joint selfie stick where you can obviously hold it here right in front of your face, and then you can extend it out about 2 or 3 feet. I use this all the time for when I go hiking or when I'm playing with the kids. It's a very good selfie stick, multi-positional. It's even got a wrist strap that it comes with. And then the best part is it becomes a monopod. You've got like a little tiny tripod mount on the bottom that you can set it down if you want to get some shots if you want to take a group selfie, if you want to take a group picture, or if you just want to have it stationary. It is very, very good. This is a little more expensive if you're going to buy it retail. Again, if you've got that GoPro subscription, it's going to be half off on their site. This is a must. I haven't seen anything else to replace it there on Amazon, but you may be able to find something that is just as good. But I find this to be very fantastic and compact. All right, next up, storage. So the GoPro HERO9 comes with its own storage pouch. However, there aren't dividers and it's not very deep. And so this is what I use. This is from Tenba. They've got a Tenba like 4" by 6". They've got a 6" by 6". They've got a whole box camera case thing. They've got a bunch of different options. This is the smallest one. This is the mini. You've got 5 compartments here. I've got my old GoPro Hero 4. I've got a slot here for the 9. I've got all my cords. I've got battery banks. I've got cases. I'm gonna be putting my new GoPro in this, and it's sturdy, it's hefty, it's got a zipper, it's got a holder. You can even put straps here to put it around your waist as like a fanny pack. Continuing on, we've got a couple more. This is the GoPro Chesty. This is one of my favorite accessories because obviously you put it around your chest and it gives you really good stabilization. It's like the man bra. When you're doing action sports, you don't want something on your head, you don't want something on your shoulders, you don't want something in your hand. You want to have it right at chest level so you can see your good point of view, especially if you're on something, if you're skateboarding, if you're wakeboarding, if you're, surfing. This is a must and a go-to. I highly recommend getting this. This has like a million different brands out there. I have the GoPro one just because I know GoPro makes good products. My 9th item here is this dual joint cam thing. It can be placed obviously on any GoPro accessory, and it's gonna give you, a front and a back. It's gonna give you the ability to put 2 GoPros on it. I've got the 8 and the 9, and I'm really excited to be able to use this. Zooming out, this is another product. This is the 8th or 9th product. I've already lost count here. This is a pretty easy buy. This is ULANZI. This is kind of a weird product brand. Nevertheless, it's very similar to a Gorilla Pod where you can stretch the tripod legs, but they're pretty firm too, and they can wrap around stuff. You also have this swivel ball mount head that gives you a lot of positioning and directional use, and it's got a pretty tight connector. Granted, you do have to get this piece that connects to a 1/4" thread, which out of the box it doesn't come with, but also if you've got your phone, it also has a built-in selfie stick for your phone, for most large phones. And so this is definitely a go-to. This is the MT-11. There's a whole bunch in this line. You can get big, large, small, but this I find to be very good. So with that said, that is all 10 items. There you go, there you have it. I'm gonna show you a couple of bonus items that unfortunately didn't make it, but are very good if you're using a GoPro. I'm specifically talking about this. This is an accessory that you use when you're snorkeling, when you're scuba diving. It gives you this 180-degree dome, which displaces the water. It pushes the water out, so when you submerge into the water, you're not seeing water splash up against the lens. It gives you, some distance so you can get some really cool horizon shots. This is fantastic because it's got a connection with your finger here, so you can literally just use all of the buttons with the push of a button while you're swimming. It's got the wrist strap. It's also got a second mount, so if you wanted to put a front-facing camera, you've got your rear-facing and front-facing, which is really, really good. You've got your 1/4" mount. The last item that did not make my video was this general enclosure case. So obviously the GoPro has its own enclosure. It's got its depth of about 15 yards. It's much further than the other one. Don't quote me on that. However, getting a waterproof enclosure, especially for it, is very, very good if you're gonna be deep sea diving. So I highly recommend that you go out and get one of these. I haven't gotten it yet because the cases out on Amazon aren't available yet, either through GoPro or through a third party, and so I'm just waiting and biding my time, but this is for the 8. It didn't make the mark. Two other things that didn't make the mark here are obviously the Max Mod lens. That's coming out soon. I don't have my hands on it, so that would have definitely made the top 10. However, this is also something I picked up as well. This is the ND filter for the GoPro Hero 8. I have a little contraption that fits on top of the 8 and gives me an ND filter of 8 all the way up to 64. With that said, folks, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Andy. This is Andy Vlogs. I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys all 10 of these awesome accessories that are a must-have if you're doing anything action, if you're doing anything fun, any vlogging. These are it. This is what I recommend you do. If you are interested in any of these, down below in the description does include a link for each one of these, so please support the channel. That really does help. Nonetheless, thanks so much for being here. This is Andy with Andy Vlogs signing out.